Hello again. Sorry it has been so long since I've last done a video. Uh, I did one the other day, 2 days ago, but unfortunately, uh, it was 9 gigabytes, and YouTube wouldn't allow that size file to be uploaded. So, I'm making a smaller sized video now. Basically, what I wanted to tell you is it's happening. Everything that John Teeter had written on that website is already happening. They said the war was supposed to be already in play. It's just a few years held back. That's all that happened. I mean, with this budget crisis, we could snap into a revolt in no time at all. We're on a heading for God only knows what. I just, I see there's a lot of people following me. That must mean that they have an interest due to maybe something they experienced. I just want to tell you that something I learned is that the most menial thing means everything. It'll tell you the truth, and it'll tell you the lie that you want to hear. Something important. There was an specific memory I have of John Teeter and the Time Machine. During the development stage of this time machine, they had a problem. Because once you start traveling in time, there are millions, billions, and trillions of new timelines created. So there'll be all sorts of time machines trying to land in the same place at exactly the same time, and there would be destruction. So, there's only one way to send a warning through time and space and every single radio frequency there is. Since time is a radio frequency, it was so simple. And I'll tell you how. Nikola Tesla, and that's someone you should definitely do some investigation about. Definitely read up on him. He invented a spark gap transmitter, which was before they had regular electronic transmitters. It actually jumped a gap of electricity, jumped a gap between two pieces of metal, and that would send out a signal. So we figured the only way to do it was to use a spark gap transmitter, because it will totally flood every band of the radio spectrum with the information that's needed to be supplied. So we found out that the only way to prevent a disaster was to send out a signal 5 seconds ahead of time where and when there was going to be an arrival. Anyway, now, that was 2 years ago. 6 years ago, I was on eBay. On the top of the page was a brand new, get this, brand new, out of a box from a warehouse they found, a brand new Tesla Dynamo, which is a generator from 1900. They also found an arc gap transmitter with it, and they were selling them together for $13,000. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? How do you tie those two together? How do you possibly tie those two together? Sometimes, I mean, it just makes me shake my head. Pieces fall in to everything. A picture you might have seen here or a picture you've seen there suddenly becomes part of this whole experience that you went through, but it's been shattered into so many pieces that you just having a hard time putting it back together. There are volumes of information I could talk about. Uh, Hundreds of hours, more time than I have to live probably, and still never tell you everything that I know. If you want to believe that or not, that's fine, but I will continue to post videos. If any want to reply to them as a video, that will be very acceptable. Maybe some of you have some experiences that you'd like to share. Doubtfulness is it's a big problem on YouTube if you haven't noticed. So, I don't know. I was going to tell you something else too. I see, they're so menial. The little things are so menial, but they mean so much. One of the things that was really strange was a computer hard drive. Now, the computer hard drive that I had at the time was out of an old computer, and I was told that there was a little sticker over a little hole, that if you pull off the little sticker, it'll ruin the hard drive. But there was a catch. It'll activate the generating capacity of the hard drive. It was actually a power supply, a very large power supply. That wasn't true in my reality, but maybe it's true in the future. I don't know. I just thought it was weird. I mean, you might say I imagined all this, but who would come up with some detailed information about so much stupidest detail about the most complicated thing? I've taken up a lot of time so far. I hope this video isn't too large for YouTube. Otherwise it'll soon be MyTube. But I'll post more. I'll post some more on a meeting of financial superstars of the 20th century. I think you'll find it very interesting, and how it plays into what's going on right now. Thanks for listening. Have a good one, and play safe in time.